Hi guys, Martin the Vlogger here from NOBS3 because there is no bullshit for our three-wheelers. And today, so many questions about the video, how to remove the side of the Can-Am Spyder RT, in my case 25, but it will work on any Can-Am Spyder RT 2020 plus models. So what we will do and what you will find out step by step today, how to remove this side panel, of course this one, and most important, this big ass side panel, step by step, top tips. Why this video is important? Because I will be, from now on, I will be referring to this video in case we need to get inside of the bike. And when it is, well, usually when you are installing floorboard lights for the rider, for the passenger, when you play with the shock at the back, so changing the shock, or you need to get to the pillow, when you need to change the roller or add a belt tensioner. So anytime you need to get inside, you need to know how to get rid of that. Top tips and everything in today's video. And don't worry about the naked rear part. It's just part of me rebuilding it into the monster, but it's not needed. And really, again, we will do it slowly and we will do it together, step by step. Now, enough of this bullshit. Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and have the notifications on. And enough of this bullshit. Let's get started. Push, rotate, lift the seat. First, we need to remove this plastic cover. It says pull, so guess what you need to do? I like to grab it here and just simply pull. This is a very simple job. The whole plastic is held by pins like this. It's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one is here. It's just clipped there. Next panel to go is this one. You start from here. The same pins or same hooks are there. The only thing is you need to start from that side because here you have 2 hooks like this, and if you would start from here you will destroy it. So from here, just unclip it and like this. So same logic, as I said, clips like this, and at the far end you have hooks like that. So as I said, starting from that side and you good. Martin the Vlogger, 2 tips. 1, we will have some big pieces. These are expensive parts. You don't want to scratch them, break them, destroy them. So make sure you have some space where you can securely put them and nobody destroys them. And 2, have the plastic bags, bags ready. Because right now we're starting to remove bolts and pins. And all the time, if you are not used to this job, I guess because you are watching this video, always store every single part, one bag, all the bolts and pins. So you know what you're doing when you will need to put them back together. Now this part needs to go, and it holds on 3 bolts, several clips, not clips, but clips, and 3 push pins. So let's start with 3 bolts. Open the front trunk, and if you don't know how to do it, maybe this job is not really for you. These 3 push pins, they need to go. Another top tip, buy yourself a push pin removal tool. I like to have several of them, different shapes and styles, but if you need to have one, this is the correct one, and you can buy it on MartinTheVlogger.com/shop or NOBS3. You will support us a little, and buy it together with 20 extra push pins because it's good to have some replacement. Don't forget to put it here, and really, again, this thing is my most favorite tool by far. I use it for removing push pins, putting them back. Even if I need to push something in some bracket when I'm installing heavy duty sway bar pro, push pin removal tool, top tip. Now we need to remove physically this big panel. How to do it? It sits on the clips that you have seen on 2 other panels. So the same clips, I will show it to you where they are. And then we need to slide it out from this, what I called a shark tail or whatever. So we need to slide it out and remove it. Now, when you will be sliding it out, so I don't forget to tell you, remember the grip, like how you have done it, because the same way you will need to put it back when you will be putting all the panels back together once you're done with your job. First go where is your wheel and the front shock. There is a panel or a clip. Do you see it? It's like this. So you just need to push it inside of the bike so it unclips. Okay, so this panel I push out, and this little thing, I don't want to break it, I push into the bike. Okay, so it unhooks. Now I have the clips here, 3 of them. So I hold this center panel with my right hand a little bit, and I will pull this out. Yep. Don't worry. So it looks like this. You have 3 clips here. It's removed. When you will be doing also the other side, this central panel will be all loose and shaky, so don't be afraid about that. So I have these 3 done. What I will do, I will go here in my hand and I will pull it from here gently. Okay, so you see it's removed here. As far as I remember, I need to unhook it also here. So pull it a little bit more. Good. So here and here. The ones that I showed you, they've been here. We already unhooked those. So everything is pretty much loose. Have a look also. This one, it's pretty much loose. And now I will slide it this way so it unhooks from the shark tail. Now, you can see I'm holding again this part. And that one obviously goes here, right? Why I hold this is because one day when you will put everything back together, and you will have 3 pins back in its place, you will have 3 bolts back in its place, you will put this last piece together, and actually there you will see that there is a big gap between those 2 plastics. What to do? Simple solution is you will need to play with this top panel. If this won't happen, forget about this part of the video. If this will happen, what I'm usually doing, do you see these holes here? What I can do, I can bounce here. Do you see where they are now? Okay, this is too much of a too big movement. Most probably I will be not able to fit in the push pin, but a little bit less, and I will be able to fit in push pin. So more I push or bounce this plastic up, the whole plastic is going actually my way, this way, towards the end of the bike. I really like push it nicely, even stretch it here a little. Put the bolts, make them tight. Put my plastic there, and usually it works super that I do not have any big gap between this plastic and this plastic, because otherwise usually it's quite annoying to see that big gap there. Top tip, maybe good for you. Don't forget your bag with pins and bolts together with the part that you have removed, and put it on a safe place. You always know where you have bolts, how many bolts, and where they belong to. Rear floorboard needs to go. It's size 13. Floorboards and front. The rear one must go. The front ones, rider, driver, floorboards. What is correct? Let me know in the comments what is correct. What I'm trying to say, they don't have to go. I will remove them. It's more complicated for me because I'm skilled enough to not do it. But I will be doing also floorboard lights, so later on anyway I need to remove it. On this side, because we do not have a brake pedal here, it's quite easy to remove this part without removing floorboards. But trust me, the other side with the brake pedal, it's a nightmare, and removing floorboards will save you using a lot of words that you don't know that even exist. With floorboards, there is only one tip. Super lot of Loctite. So if you will hear crazy sounds and if you will be worried, don't be. Just keep on going. Just keep on going. Okay, I'm just pretending that I'm cleaning them, but in reality, when I will really put my floorboards back on, I will clean this, I will clean the hole, so there is no Loctite left. Sometimes I'm using the air pressure gun, so to remove all the debris from there. Right now, I'll just put a little bit these bolts back to its place so I don't lose them. They're good bolts. Now you will need the X-style screwdriver, small one. So not the flat, but the X-style. And you need to go here, and I'll try to show you. Yeah, that's the push button that is actually sitting on this plastic. So on this one right over there, you just need to remove it. So this is how the push pin works. It should work like you unscrew it, but it wasn't working in my scenario. I don't know, newer models, I have a lot of problems with these. They don't like to work. I don't know if they have changed the supplier. So yeah, so this one is based on a screw. Anyway, on to the next one. Now we need to remove passenger seat. In order to do that, in case you have a backrest, you need to remove backrest. This is not much I can help you with because you might have a different backrest. Some of them, you just slide them out and that's it, like show chrome or whatever. BRP Genuine, most of the time you need to open the driver seat or rider seat and pull the security mechanism. There is a clip so you can release the backrest. Do me a favor, we are not using that security clip. Do not steal our backrests from our bikes when you are around tourzone3.com bikes. Thank you. Removing passenger seat, I have done it in a separate video as well. It's easy and it's not easy. You need to lift your seat, the driver's seat or rider seat, and there are two pins. You need to push them. They are here at the edge. One, sometimes the second one goes together, and lift here, pull, and in case you have a cable there for charging or heating of your seat, don't forget to unplug it. These are the two pins I told you need to push, otherwise you will break it. We have just a couple of bolts and push pins to remove now. One thing, if you have saw my previous videos, we've been usually removing all of these bolts to remove this cover. I was doing it automatically for 5 years. Guess what? It's not needed. Good, we learn every day. Right now, what you definitely need to remove, hopefully, definitely, it's this bolt. Now we need to remove one push pin, the other one, and the other one. What I want you to record is that this plastic that we'll be removing, on this push pin, it's underneath of it. Here, it's underneath of it. So under, and here it's on top. Yeah, it's broken. Don't worry. It was delivered like that, and we have a brand new piece right over there. But for your info, this big plastic we'll be removing. It's under, over. Remember that. I don't need to remove this one, but for the demo purposes, I'll take it out. Now the very last thing, and I was messing around with the back. The very last thing what you will need to do, and I don't have it on the bike, it's from underneath of the saddlebags, you will need to locate this thing. And there is a bolt, and it's a bolt, I think it uses size 10 socket, and there is a size 10 end cap. You just need to unscrew it, remove it. Again, remember what is the position. Like if this is under the side bags cover, or the side bag cover is on top, just remember that. Once we have it, everything should be nice and loose. There are 2 pins here, and let me be very clear with this one. One day when you will put everything back together, there are 2 pins here, the same ones that you have seen plenty of times today. Be super careful about them when you put everything back together, because you will be sliding everything in, you will be cursing a lot, you will try to position everything back. That's the reason why I told you, remove those bloody floorboards. Less things in your way, the better for you. But there are these 2 pins. I can remove them very easy now. But when you will be sliding everything in, they have a tendency to get stuck here, or you don't position them correctly. You push it and you break them, you destroy them. Remember this. When you will be doing and putting everything back together, remember that. Take your time. Make sure everything is in its place so you are not destroying. And when everything slides in and clicks in very easy, that's the right thing. It's not the end of the world if you will destroy them, but it will piss you off. So now everything, just pull out and remove it. And this is it. I have nice access to everything I need. I have nice access to the rear shock, to the belt tensioner, the shitty one, the OEM one, front sprocket. I can install my lights. Guys, this is it from today's episode. Obviously, one day you will need to put everything back together, so just do it vice versa. And in case you like what I do, subscribe, like, have the notifications on. Write some comment, because it helps the video to move forward. It helps me, rewards me for my work. In case you will have any questions or ideas, Martin, next time you can do this, just write them into comments. Let me know if it's a rider or driver floorboard. And whatever you do, guys, well, first of all, come ride Europe on 3 wheels with tourson3.com. Shop on MartinTheVlogger.com/shop or nobs3.com from February, March 2026. But whatever you do, be patient and always have fun.